5 businesses that would make you rich in 2026. So stop missing out just now. Hello everyone, you're welcome back. And look, let's be real. We all want to be rich, right? But the traditional ways, they are slow. Sometimes they are boring as well. And frankly, they barely make ends meet anymore, okay? And the world is getting a massive upgrade just now, especially in places like London as well. And the whole of UK and even in Lagos as well, okay? So I have taken time to score some data, checked the trends, and I found 5 absolutely massive opportunities that are set to blow up and make some serious millionaires in 2026. Okay, so the last business on this list is the main deal. Okay, so you need to stay tuned and watch till the end. Okay, and you need to know about it as well. So as you all already know, my name is Eya, and this channel is EyTrudy. Okay, and this is where we focus on adding fun to education, and we help people to maybe even simplify complex concepts around awareness, gratitude, money talks, and small talks as well. And today I want to show you 5 businesses that are simple enough to start, but are powerful enough to scale up easily as well, and yield positive returns as well. Okay, so stay tuned while we just dive in. Okay, so the business number 1 that we are hoping to discuss today is what I call the energy revolution. So this is like saying goodbye to NEPA or even utility bills. So the number 1 is the renewable energy gold. So this is more like, it's like a gold rush actually. This is less of a trend and more of like a guaranteed future. Take for example, in a place like Nigeria, let's talk about the elephant in the room really, because power is actually one of the major challenges, and nobody wants to rely on shaky power's supply anymore. So businesses that isn't just selling generator, and it's selling like a freedom when you invest in renewable energy. Okay, and so this is where you think about solar power or solar panel installation businesses as well, especially like having like a mini grid for estates or even like commercial hubs as well. Or what about a subscription service where people can pay monthly for reliable solar power? It's consistent and it's going to give you like a consistent income, solving a massive headache as well in the society. And even if you look at it from the UK perspective as well, the government at the moment is basically throwing money at green initiatives. And this is where your opportunity lies in, specializing in home battery storage or maybe even like an EV charging points. Everyone is buying electric cars just now, and you don't just install them. You can even start consulting on them as well. You help people, like you help high-end UK homeowners to save thousands by managing their energy smartly as well. And the margins are quite huge and the profit is quite promising in this field as well. So get into the green game now before the market gets saturated. That's what I can say. Okay. And the business number 2 on our list would be the niche king, what I describe as being very specific on stuff, selling super specific things. So next up we have like hyper niche e-commerce, and this means like you stop selling everything to everyone. That's like a highway to kind of a broke villa, you know what I mean? So the secret is to sell one specific thing to a super specific group of people. Say, for example, in Nigeria, You can forget about selling generic clothes, or even what about maybe even having like an online shop that is focused entirely on premium quality traditional Nigerian footwears, or maybe even a drop shipping store that sources like hard to find ingredients from Nigerian diaspora abroad. So your store becomes like the only store or the only place that they trust for that particular item. Even for example, selling uri. So that's for that, being very specific about your e-commerce niche and focusing on the community that you serve. And even in the UK loves specialty. Okay, so if you think about e-commerce sites that focus solely on maybe like refurbished ethical electronics from musicians or for musicians, or even like a monthly subscription box for specific craft beers from maybe one region in Scotland, you are not just selling products, you will be selling identity to a passionate community that is willing to buy in as well. So what I'm trying to say is this: narrow your focus. Deep pockets are found in small ponds. And the other one I will be discussing, which is the number 3, is the AI. The AI helper agency is more like selling the future. Okay, so the number 3 is the AI and the automation agency. If you can learn to use AI tools just now better than an average person, you can literally charge businesses a fortune. Why? Because you are saving them time and you are also saving them money. In a place like Nigeria just now, most SMEs are struggling with efficiency. You can start maybe like an agency that helps them to implement, say for example, simple AI chatbots for maybe customer support, or even automate their social media postings and maybe even their email marketing. Okay, your pitch is just very simple. I will make your business run while you sleep, and you will see people jumping at it. And this is something that AI can do within a very a short time as well. And say, for example, even in the UK here, businesses here are needing something I would call sophistication. And what this means is that they need help integrating cutting edge AI for things like maybe predicting their customer trend, or even creating like a hyper personalized maybe ad copy in seconds. And when you become an expert, you become the go-to, okay, person for this kind of efficiency and scaling as well. And the other aspect of AI would be like learning prompt engineering and prompt analyst, and maybe even learn the tools and start maybe even signing clients for it as well. So the summary comes in as the person who controls the tools, here I mean the AI tools of the future, gets to dictate the price. So think about that. And the number 4 business we are going to be talking about today is, I would call it trash to cash, which is more like waste innovation. This one is not like very glamorous as you would say, but it is a recession-proof and ridiculously profitable venture. Waste management innovations, everyone produces waste or trash, and someone has to deal with it somehow. In Nigeria, we have a massive opportunity in waste segregation and resource recovery just now. Start a business that collects plastics, bundle them together and sell them directly to manufacturers who need raw materials. Or even look at converting maybe like organic waste into like a cooking gas, and or maybe even look at maybe compost for local farms as well from waste, where you turn them to kind of a manure. You are not just solving problems for your business, you're solving a civic problem and also making it to the bank. And if you come to the UK as well, The focus is on specialized upcycling and industrial waste. So think about building a company that turns old construction debris into high-end custom furniture, or maybe a service that collects like specific hard to recycle materials like old electronics from maybe companies for responsible disposal. And it is all about creating value from what others throw away. Okay. So you know what they say, one man's trash is an entrepreneur's first class ticket. So go for it, waste management. And the number 5 business, which I described as the main deal, is what I'm also a bit passionate about. And it is called, for me, the memory maker, experimental tourism. Okay. So, all right. The final one, which is the main deal, the business that will thrive as people seek to escape from their screens, okay, is experimental tourism and a niched hospitality. So it's not just enough to build like a kind of Airbnb or hotels where people can check in, okay? Say, for example, in Nigeria, forget about the basic travel, maybe agencies and all. People want to kind of experience immersions. Start a business that maybe creates exclusive culture and food tours, like a 3-day tour that is focused on only histories and cuisines of a specific Nigerian state. For example, you can launch one, say that is very like unique, eco-friendly resort where people can just unplug and experience true village life with luxury amenities. The unique local stories are your selling point. Say, for example, you can have a section that is maybe like focused on maybe Calabrian culture, others on Northern culture, and all of that. And you can also do this in the UK, like the staycation trend is a permanent trend here in the UK. People want like a unique nearby escapes. Think about creating this luxury site that is quite remote as well, and kind of, for example, a fleet of small themed narrow boats for exclusive canal holidays. You are selling an escape and not just a room. So people would treasure those memories. So stop selling transaction, start selling memories. That's where the high ticket price lies. Okay? So, and to conclude this video, I'd say this. There they are. 5 businesses from either Lagos or to London that are your launchpad to becoming seriously rich by 2026. This isn't just talks. These are market opportunities right now. Okay? And now you have 2 choices. You can choose to maybe close this video and do nothing. Or you can just pick one of these and start researching right now on maybe how you can collaborate with people or partner with people to start one of them in 2026. Okay? So feel free to tell me in the comments which of the business you are going to be launching first. And again, let me know if this video gave you the entrepreneurial fire. Smash that like button for me, and I'll see you in my next one. All right? Thank you.